Yeah. Ballad of a dead soldier.
Yeah.
The ballad of a dead soldier.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
This is the ballad of a dead soldier.
Yeah.
Compare the ballad of a dead soldier.
Compare the ballad.
The plan to take command of the whole family, though underhanded to be the man that was planned on my road dogs. Official mob figures love to act up. The first to bomb when we rob niggas, I could be lost in my own mind. To be the boss, only thoughts gripping chrome knives. Niggas get tossed up, war scars, battlefield memories. Swore saw the devil in my empty glass of Hennessy. Talking to a nigga on the tight links, screaming fuck the police as I ride through the night streets. Little child running wild towards danger. What's the cause? Don't be alarmed after all strangers. Maybe I'm a madman. It's too crabby, nigga, unleash the Sandman. Promise a merciless retaliation. Nothing is colder. Close your eyes.
Hold on.
Hear the ballad of a dead soldier.
Hold on. Hold on. Where my students at? My student, my personal student.
Hear the ballad of a dead soldier. This is the ballad of a
Real
dead soldier.
There it is.
Completely
All right.
lost. Revenge at all costs. Payback's a bitch. Switch now the trick's lost. Post up never to be heard of. A single witness screaming bloody murder.
Yeah.
Tell me, homie, what you see now? A blind man in a dead body. I'm meant to leave town and get my cash though. Hook up a cash roll. Homie at the blast in the task force. Stupid cops tried to play us out. Never that. They took my money and my stash. Time to get them back. Upon my secret arrival. 2 block 4 5. Time for survival. Death to my rivals. Tell me what you want, Lord. Nobody left after the death of a drug lord. The situation's critical. Nothing is colder than hear the ballad of a dead soldier. This is a ballad of a dead soldier. Close your eyes and hear the ballad of a dead soldier.
Yeah.
This is a ballad of a dead soldier.
Yo.
Close your eyes and
I
hear
got
the
a new
ballad
show.
of a dead soldier. Be a coward, put your hands to the moon. When my Glocks rang out, the niggas came out, boom. Who wanna see me in the challenge? So merciless and terrifying niggas in my ballads, do you feel me? Cop on a cop of time, one day I beat it down. Until the end remain strong. My only fear in death is reincarnation. Busting at my adversaries like a mental patient. To all my niggas facing 60 years, shedding tattoo tears. Another suicidal on the tier, taking private planes, trying to survive the game. For all my homies that'll never be alive again. Only promise us is death, nigga. Take a breath, could be the last one left, nigga. It's real now. Feel it and fantasize. Ain't nothing colder. Listen, you can hear it. The ballad of a dead soldier. This is the ballad of a dead soldier.
Come over here. Come over here.
Hear the ballad of a dead soldier.
Play the wind,
This is the ballad of a dead soldier.
Praise the world.
Hear the ballad of a dead soldier.
Hey.
Let's go out to Gato.
Mentis.
This is the ballad of a niggas that can paddle thing. So close your eyes. All the ballad of a dead soldier. All the down ass riders. All the niggas that put it down. All the soldiers. All the niggas that go through that day-to-day struggle. This is the ballad of a dead soldier. All the niggas that pass down, all the niggas with ambition and money in their heart. All the niggas that want some and that don't take none. It's the ballad of a dead soldier. Police is so scared of us. Oh, the feds, they aware of us.
Hey.
They wanna see us dead. They got pictures of a nigga head. Ballad of a dead soldier. Trying to see me in chains. Shit. The niggas that never breathe again. Before they put me in cell, they'll see you in hell. Cause it's the ballad of a dead soldier. Got my pistols cocked, run the whole motherfucking block. Fuck the cops, the police, we run these streets, nigga. Ain't heard the ballad of a dead soldier.
They don't got heart like that.
These niggas can't see me. Half the world wanna be me. Multi-millionaire. Shit, it ain't fair. But nigga, you know, it's the ballad of a dead soldier.
Press 1. I gotta love Pac for that. Hold up. Gotta love any brother that spits the truth and show himself confident, able to express himself. Not doing fake shit. Can't express yourself. That's on you. Been here long enough. That's on you. To be mute is your judgment. Press 1. You're right. Judgment is your silence. Your silence is the judgment you're scared of. Why are you so scared when you already dead? Hit that like button and subscribe. I'm not doing the fake shit this year. I say over and over again, I did it years and years and years and years and years and years, and it's so draining. It's so draining to deal with the fakeness. Oh, my bad, and I did this, and yeah, that ain't what you don't owe nobody an apology. You feel me? You only correcting yourself in this life. Don't be sorry to nobody. Don't be sorry at all. Be upstanding. Be a nobleman. Be upstanding. Have the right intentions. And things like that won't expose itself. You know what I'm saying? I'd be damned if I let a nigga come over here and take my kindness for weakness and all they got to say is sorry and all that over and over and over again to where I'm like, oh, I'm drained of yo apology. God damn. Man, damn. You know, it's not you. It's the elevation of the road. Niggas is gone. Niggas ain't thinking about feelings and all these other things from your heart and all this. This is gonna take your mind over your heart, and then it's gonna take your spirit over your mind. Press one. That's the only way to make it out of hell in materialism or the occult is to develop and get used to having faith and developing your spirit. You can't do that. That's I. You get one life, champion, to get it. You know, you get one life, and people can only hold a nigga hand and all that shit for too long. But I am from the street, and I don't do kindly to mind manipulation. Then I'm sorry. Then if it make me feel like women relationship type of shit. That's the shit women used to do in my past that I used to allow manipulation and lies and all of these things. And it take a lot to go into trying to manipulate somebody and make it appear as if what they're experiencing and seeing is not so. It take a whole lot, and that sorry don't change the fact. You know, sorry don't change. Facts are you don't change overnight with I'm sorry. I don't know who allowed y'all to do that in y'all lives, but it takes a lot of discipline to change. To get to a point of righteous living and thinking. It ain't just, oh yeah, oh that no, you can identify everything you saying. There's no sorry needed. Watch yourself because it's a legal class. People's on their legalities now. They're not lost in the cosmos. They're not lunatics. We not here. It's there to build, not really to just no, not my Discord. No, my Discord is for a specific team of teachers, not people who are like emotionally charged by things that's not even theirs. You know what I'm saying? That's not even theirs. So, you know, it's always a stressful situation when people come around. It's always that cloud of negative nonsense that always occur when there's no need for it. My life is so peaceful. It's not in disarray. I'm not confused. I see you. I see what you do. If I can see all of this history and law, I don't know what you doing. Press one. What you think? What makes you think that? If I can explain Candace on all these things, what makes you think I can't see through you? They trying to tell you. Y'all know Kev is a good man, so all y'all got to do is say my bad or all this goofy shit. Press one. That make a man into what you think forgiveness is. To be them, those who want you to take the sacrifice and become a martyr for their institution. To be them. Don't really see the clear picture. They was in the church doing things behind Christ's back. Things that he, but they was doing the whole damn time. When the whole time he called it. No, he was just a good person. Was not defaulting away from what the father's plan was, even if it wasn't happening. already laid and set. This person, my son, and he's going to die. Same way Abraham was going to sacrifice his son. Stop it. See? You don't read scripture. You didn't know Abraham. See? Let me stop. That was before let me stop. They don't want to think. They want to control narrative. They want to set the pace. Not here. You're not finna overdo for my classroom. That's my class. Y'all not finna work faster or complete a course or post things that you see me doing right here on KevRow, and think you gonna beat me in my class. If I don't post it, the class ain't ready for it. So things got to be in order naturally. It's a natural order, and then there's natural disorder. There's natural rightful person in the right mind, and there's pretending and trying to manipulate and think people believe that about you. Not you per se, but individuals as a whole. I don't fall into that. I don't believe a motherfucker at all. So I'm not your mama. Like, oh baby, it's all right. All you gotta do is, but no, that's not that. I know it takes a lot of time for the mind to develop and correct itself. I know that. A lot of times niggas go to jail for a long time because they couldn't get it right. So, it's on you how y'all treat people out here. It's on you with how y'all think y'all manipulate. You're not fooling nobody but yourself. You're not fooling me. I don't believe it. See? You're not fooling me because I don't believe you. You got to show me. I don't believe you. I don't believe you want to learn. I don't believe none of that shit. Nope. I think you're going to take it for granted. That's what I think. That's facts. That's what I think. You want to know what I think? I think you going to bullshit and you going to want me to think you serious about it. No. I don't believe you. You haven't shown me why a reason to believe it. That's not a reason to believe it. I don't believe you. They can believe you. I don't know what they just said. I don't believe you. Press one. I think people want to take things from people. I think gifts and stuff like that come natural. People want that. The ability to be able to speak and express oneself. Every man should be able to do that. Every man. Don't be looking at me. I want that. That turn into other shit. When you're supposed to be getting yourself, your mind competent. Not trying to beat nobody to nothing, because life is a marathon, right? Finish your race the way you finish it. Don't look at what I'm teaching in mind like, oh, I can do that. You can't. You're not ready to. I don't believe you. Here it is. Here go the I think you're going to snake your way and try to, and boom. Boom. But I don't feel no type of way about it because I didn't believe you. If I had believed you, it would affect me. It used to affect me until I chose not to believe you no more. Get it? And every person, I don't believe you. It's like a woman, like when you a man and not handling your business, he stop believing you. I believe you. I don't think you want it. I don't think you want it for the right reasons. Oh no. Oh no. A lot of people see something in me like, oh, this can actually generate a lot of revenue. And all it is. How you ready to sell me in qubits, nigga, and you don't know what that is? So I don't believe you. I'm a type of person, you got to show me. I've been let down by almost everybody in my life. You got to show me what you love this. You got to show me. Y'all. You got to show me you want to be my friend. Because people take advantage of me when I'm everybody's friend. I'm a good friend. So, yeah. Yeah. not here to play. If you need more information on that, you can rewatch my shows. I'm not here to play with you. You can rewatch my shows. Once my spirit gets into mode and it doesn't appreciate yours, that's what it is. My spirit say, watch this one right here. Your nice face ain't finna convince me of otherwise. If my spirit say, this person, and all they show signs of is a set trend that only the devil loves, same format, then that's where your psychology is. Psychology is spiritual. So that's where your spiritual is. I understand that. So I know what's the driving force behind your thought process. It is probably coming out of the vain things of the heart because jealousy, envy, and all that shit come out of there. The wanting of all things and all that come out of your heart. Why this world is bent on and associates love and care with the heart. And the diamond rings and Saturn and chakras. Brother. I dwell here. I said the language of God is law. You not finna fool me. It's not easy to do. If it was easy to fill out affidavits already, y'all did it already with more ships. Y'all became Moors and all this other stuff. Press one. You made yourself citizens of a dead state. So there's things that I know, but I know people I can't just come out and say things and blurt things out because people ain't going to understand it. What people do understand is my natural ability to translate what they need to know, the simplicity of what's being said. Everybody watch the movie Life. Press one. You know the movie with Bertie Mac, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. Press one. Hit the like button and subscribe. Every last one of them. Yeah, and what about before I get into that? All that ego shit, that shit fly out the window when I get in mine. And it's not fair at all. Press one, it's not fair. Y'all be talking that shit and don't be thinking I hear the undertone of what you trying to say and what you really doing. Press one. Yeah, what you really doing. I hear I hear you getting like the smartness in it. I hear the rebellion in it. You wanna, Taj Rowe. Said row and all these things. Press one. But you gotta go through it, bro. You're not taking nothing from me. Press one. Y'all not being subtle about the constriction of how snakes operate. You're not constricting nothing. And nobody back there. Working together in tandem. Trying to slither that whole pantheon in my shit. It's not happening. That's why I'm taking my time. Because we patient over here. We got a lifetime of history, knowledge, wisdom. I'm not in a rush. Press one, so don't think you can finish this before me and finish it then. Go ahead. You shouldn't be in my class. You in my class for a reason. Either you want to learn or you trying to be on some trickster shit. Trying to suggest and throw things that's going to alter my narrative and where I'm going with my shit. So I run my program in this facility. Press one, nigga. All that extra shit. Don't say sorry after pumping yourself up. And then you get demolished with legal verbiage by women and shit. Press one. One thing is for show. And two things is for searching, nigga. I'm motherfucking illy. Press what? Hit the like. Nigga, don't you ever in your motherfucking brain think you can fuck with Kev, nigga. Right. I want to be very clear. I'm trying to tell you. This my shit. This Compos Mentos shit. These my people. You can't have this.
It's the king,
It's the king,
the wait is over, nigga.
Hey.
1 for the money, 2 for the show.
Yeah.
3 for the niggas hating on the low. Y'all
know a picture worth a million
words.
See, I'ma show you.
Death before dishonor, a family before
all.
Without the braids,
I'm the closest thing to old dog.
Minus the testimony.
Say it ain't so, homie.
Hey, shout it like that, don't it?
Where I hopped off my, I got him right back on it.
Step
That's
back,
it,
brush
pressure.
myself off.
Pick in and back up
Right where I left off.
I can show my thoughts. The other guy just
talk.
Hey, where I live,
just as big
yeah,
as your project,
yeah.
dog.
Hey, you better check my swagger.
How I walk,
How I talk,
how I stack
that
jump,
ain't what I drive.
how I dress,
Nigga, let's just bet 100 stacks on that, nigga. I'm just better, nigga. Somebody better tell him, man.
They swag, oh my swag,
Everything.
Very plain to see
No
you
ego,
steady
nigga.
me out for hard.
To the point that my
swag
need a bodyguard.
I thank you,
Yeah.
cause all of y'all ought to be
Having y'all
swag,
send their minds an apology.
A lot of little me's I see.
They won't be.
But what's the possibility? Stop, see
You not me.
Hardly worth a hill of beans. Step up to the guillotine.
Get decapitated.
Don't see how half of you
Niggas made it, say good.
Bow to the fame and fortune,
Say la vie.
What the game need with you, nigga?
They got me.
I ride
Through the city,
so clean,
seat really low.
automobile is so pretty,
But I'm illy though.
No comparison, ain't a nigga more
Thorough than this gangster American flow.
Doper than heroin, king like Evelyn. Champagne, man, so deranged and belligerent.
Right up there with Benjamin who?
Andre 3K, B.I.G., Jay-Z, UGK, Scarface, Machiavelli, D. Great,
Yeah.
Wayne, Common, Kanye, and Lupe.
So fuck what they say.
You welcome to ask who you made.
Yes.
Bet they say as of today,
I'm back on top like a toupee. All objections overruled.
It's overdue, both high and sober too.
I'm so high
up
over you.
Same guy you see in the streets is as fly as here in the booth.
So don't be surprised when you meet me to see I'm really the truth.
Ooh, so
So
uncouth,
nigga, who won't prove?
Must agree and
Shit
shit
I did, can't no one undo. I stay on my
1, 2,
nigga who want to.
turn a brunch into a brawl. Do what you gon' do. I'm wired, hot as a bitch in here.
Now watch the flow. Watch the flow. Think that was something. Listen here. Press 1. Now hold up. Think that was something, nigga. Listen here, nigga. Press 1. I got this. Press 1. I got this. No, y'all thought I said I was king. And the lane started laughing. Same sucker now. Want the kings on the track with him. Press 1. Ain't that what he say? Give me the motherfucking album. Press 1. Oh, y'all be touting all that ego shit. Come on down. Yeah. Yup. Hey, who I'm is, nigga? T.I.P. God what?
Atlanta's own king of the South, shouted.
Yeah. Yeah. You better keep my name out your mouth, nigga. T.I.P. nigga. You gotta wear your hat like that, boy. Oh, hell, Atlanta's on. Y'all just should've left this man alone.
This been seen, shown, and evident. Atlanta's known.
The king really one representing all of Atlanta's on.
Back when niggas
We're representing Atlanta wrong.
Every shot he got,
I put the hoods of Atlanta on.
the big screen, then hit every trap and traveled on. Nash presence from
Texas to Alabama's on.
from down in Miami
Up to Louisiana on.
from the Carolinas,
Virginia to David Banner's home. I'm well connected, niggas better mind your manners home. I got a nickel plated 45, but hate a hammer chrome. And it shine like I should've set the phantom on.
and it see me riding,
Yeah.
blown like a saxophone. Hey, shout to spit the shit and take the cut a
Candle on us. I ain't on your tube, dude. You must got your channel on.
King of the South, there is none
Hey, sucker MC. Your shit okay? I'm on fire.
24 inches on my
Yeah, I'm the kid. I'm retarded in the motherfucker. Hey, I passed right by you. Hey, little nigga. I came, I saw, I conquered. With no big names, no fame, no celebrity sponsors. Just a game that'll flow that was bonkers. Nigga, burn be born a dead nigga. You been told, so don't say I ain't warned you. Don't let it alarm you when you're leaking and the reaper's upon you. Speak on, man, I'm freaking upon you. Say I ain't the king, but you just sour, you ain't think of it, aren't you? All that hating, there's no time to respond. I'm really trying to conjure up a way. Get this currency lawn. It ain't my fault. Record company conjure and the sign of the deal. Shy of a meal, cause they really ain't want you. Moving, yeah, it's safe to say that they are. So it's time to move on to real estate and get cakes, selling bigger steaks. I'm king of the South now, but I'm 50 states. I'ma spread out now, eliminate who in my way. I'm 24 today. I give it till I'm 48. I be ruler of all that I survey and not just in the states. Say I'll be in just to win, but I ain't finna break. Most you niggas fake, and I say it in you niggas' face. Sucker MC. 20 more inches on my rims, man. So you gotta have it. You gotta have it. Yeah. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. Y'all stop it out here. The king. Who else can break down law like this? V, still smoke a blunt. Who can do shit like this? Only the king. There is no coke airship. Get your own shit and put it in the bait. I am not a sky cap. Press 1. It is not a game, champion. You don't just win a war by wishing on the star. You got to believe it in your heart, address it in your mind, and see if the spirit going to adapt to it. Press 1. Same for a lot of y'all. A lot of people ain't going. You not doing this to free people that's doing life off parole. You don't have a reason. You don't see what I see. You see when God took me, it was because I realized life without parole was a death sentence. Press 1. Don't take my life and think you can write my book and my story and my info. Write y'all's. Talk about mushrooms and science fiction and shit. Yeah, it took a lot to get here mentally. Yeah. The plan to take command of the whole family. Them ain't words, nigga. You can only do that legally. You playing, you bibbidi bopping to the beat. I don't got time. I got teaching to get rid of. I got people who really trying to take this to another level. That's why regular folk don't fool me. You heard Pac say, we probably in hell already. Or we all thugs and convicts in God's prison. Press 1, and you ain't trying to figure out how to get up. That's on you. You doing more participating on stand. That's on you. That's on you. You bit off the tree of good and evil, and you choose evil. That's on you. You can't hurry up and learn my shit and teach it back to me and my students. That's not happening. And ain't nobody bigger than that. Nobody. So I don't, shout out to Royal Purple with that $100 contribution to this program. Press 1. Got to give a shout out to my sponsors all the way around. That's not going. That's why I created my sponsorship for the people who truly believe in what I'm doing. Not coming over because they see a place where they finna get all my books and then beat me to the own thing. That's why we are learning together. That's why. There's a format to this. I'm not undisciplined in nothing that I do. This is format, champion. I'm learning myself. You're not finna call no discourse over here. You are them other wombats in the back. That's why it's real quiet. I love that shit. Let it be quiet. You feel me? Because your quietness is judgment. You just don't know it yet. So today, since we got 100 people, how many likes we got? We got to get 90 likes before I even start my life program, Life Without Parole lecture. Press 1. Giving a condemned man. Press 1. This is a part of the non-compos Mentis. See, I can read the books, or I can really go there. We can go to the 15, 16, 1700s, or I can just stay right here and let you know. And I think I've done enough work with you for you to get it a little bit. And I relate to the movies with you. I break that down. This is easy for me. Press 1. So how many people have seen Life, the movie? Life. This one is called Life Without Parole. Life Without Parole. Anybody heard them sayings before? Hit the like button and subscribe. Anybody heard the saying, life without or the possibility of parole? What does that mean? Only thing we know is you ain't never getting out of here. Ever. When you get sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, it is you're not coming out of this condition, out of this state-owned facility. Correct? Bocat? Where the men at? Ali? And parole mean you will never make parole. Forget what it means. That's all you will never have a chance, a never land without the possibility of Lord have mercy. We know parole to be a shot at a second chance. But what is life without parole? It is the punishment of a slave who've committed an adulterous crime against humanity and society. Press 1. Can I say that correctly? Huh? Taj, don't think about it too hard, nigga. I'll just, you know me, I drop videos. Nigga, don't take that personal. You know, I love this shit. You know, I gotta press 1. Don't hold it there in seat 37. Press 1, hold it. Press 1, ain't that confident that he had that droopy eye. Press 1. We just dealing with the psychosis of it, champion. That spirit of you gotta be dealt with. Press 1. Gotta be. It had to be dealt with me. Gotta be dealt with everybody. But yeah, where we at, class? Life without parole. You ain't never getting out. That's the belief, is that you will never get out of jail. You've been sentenced. It is a final sentence. You are what? Civilly dead to the law. You will not take part in no other matter concerning society. You are in the sentence of life without the possibility of parole. So, in my theory, being born black in a white man's world, in my next lecture series, starring Tupac Shakur, we're going to be dealing with born black. Oh, we're dealing with that now. We're dealing with that now. Born black in a white man's world. born convicted, okay, with a life sentence, because being black is civilly dead. It is the same status as a person doing life without the possibility of parole. How many people understand what I'm saying? This is a lecture, so if you want to contribute to my lectures, go to my Cash App. Cash tag is Gills Gang. Hit that like button and subscribe. So life without the possibility of parole, write this down, is the same status. Write it down. This is important. They say they take notes. We're going to see. We're going to see. It life without parole is the same status as black in civil law. Press 1 if you understand that, and press 1 when you've written that down. Yeah. So being born black in a white man's world is being born with a death sentence. A convicted killer. You are born, black man, as Sullivan Dre, there they go. There they go. You are born. When they say, who you listen to on YouTube, make sure you tell them I'm teach this. This is the only going to be truthful in jail. This is the only remedy in prison is what I have. I believe. I believe that with all my heart, mind, and spirit. Press 1, I got the remedy. So you born with a death sentence. Life. Every black child, every black woman was born. Every black man was born in the same fashion, in the same status as a convicted. Born with the same status, which is no status in law. You agree with me? Can we all agree? No, we gonna graduate. What they want. So me, dead, status wise. You, dead, status wise. Every black person has been genocided out of his own inheritance. His own inability to grow and make sense of common law because he's in civil law. Dead, submerged, like the movie Black Adam, submerged. So, life is death. You get it? And it's big business. It's how this country is ran. Shout out to L.A. Ron. Yeah, that's how this whole nation is ran. You know how many people in the prison system? How many of them are black? Okay, then. Life is death without the possibility of parole. Press 1. So you got to ask yourself, okay, I understand life, right? Now I know I'm dead in the eyes of the law. I'm civilly dead. And I have the same stat. You got to come to terms with that. Not me. I already have. Press 1. So you know already you're doing a life sentence in the federal government. And you have the same right as a person with a life sentence. There's no right at all. This is how white supremacy is systematically done. You understand? So, you know what life is, the status of life without the possibility of parole. Now, you understand you're black, right? Which means you're doing a life sentence without the possibility of parole. Why am I putting so much emphasis on parole? I mean, you already got life. Press 1. And I do a show and I say, hey, I'm getting you ready for judgment like you're about to do parole. And you got to remember, you're dead in a prison system. Okay? So you got to understand what these terms is, right? Let me move this to the side. You got to understand what life is. You can't just say I'm 14. How did you become a 13th, 14th Amendment citizen? Press 1. How was it able for you? How is slavery encoded and why? Well, this is why slavery is illegal, because they're tricksters. They're going to label you black and amend the law. Hold on. And say they can only be slavery if you're a criminal. Fine. We'll make them all criminals. And give them life as a status without the possibility of parole, because they are ignorant of our law, of what black really is. You see, they only know common law. They don't know Canaan or maritime law, which is a mirror, yet a slavery tool, not a freedom tool. So they don't know that being black is life, same status as a prisoner. So whether they in or out, they're doing a life sentence and they don't count. Okay? So when you're a black child, when I say you're going, I mean it. Okay? So, what is life? Black, dead to law. What is parole? What is parole? Hit that like button and contribute to my Cash App at hashtag Gills Gang. What is parole? Well, you know we got to go get the definition, right? In Latin, parabola. Properly a word, hence, in a legal sense, words or oral declaration, word of mouth. Formerly, conveyances were made by parole or word of mouth only. Pleadings in a suit, as anciently as pleadings were viva voce or oratinas, whatever that is in Latin. Whatever, we'll get to it. Parole, adjective, your given word of mouth, oral, not written, as parole evidence. Press 1. Parole, noun. Remember I told you too many adjectives and things, not enough nouns? Okay. Noun, word of mouth. In military affairs, a promise given by a prisoner of war when he has to leave to depart from custody unless discharged. A parole is a properly or verbal or unwritten promise, but I believe it is customary to make a promise in writing. Press 1. To speak. Life without parole is black with an inability to speak or make oral declaration. You never got free from nothing. You're a prisoner of war, like I've always said. And the only way you know parole is by this noun here. It is a promise given by a prisoner of war when he has to leave to depart from custody. Okay? Does that make sense? Told you, KevRow, y'all over there at my Patreon, Discord, y'all about legal. We working on some legal stuff. We working on a legal argument. So you thinking black and all of these things racist, which is true, okay? But you have to legally see their legal jurisdiction in your inability to speak and say, I'm not dead, and my status should not be that of a person without, you see how that works? That's been given a life without the possibility or inability to speak. I'm not dead to the law. I know this. So you're a criminal from birth. Not only are you a criminal and a lifer from birth, the music, the tone, what's being represented, how it's happening, it's all part of the process of you completing the ritualistic practice of gangbanging or doing bad things. And the completion of your death, you already in the funeral. The completion is really prison. That's why it's cold in there. You ever been to jail and said, damn, it's cold? It's like that. People think hell is hot. Hell is hot like hot ice. But you ever seen hot ice? Shit don't melt for nothing. Huh? Ah, damn. Hot ice. Antarctica head ass. That's another conspiracy for another time, but yeah. And then we got it is hot ice. Shit. Burn. The different type of burn. Wow, what the fuck? Don't make sense. But anyway, life without the possibility of parole is the same status as being born black in the white man's world. Press 1. That's why Tupac made the song.
You go busting your fist against a stone wall. You're not using your brain. That's what the white man wants you to do. Look at you. What makes you ashamed of being black?
Number love for
I
you.
even know how hard it is.
No doubt.
Being a woman, a black woman
No
at
doubt.
that. Shit. In this white man's world, sometimes we overlook the fact that we can ride hard now since we don't be knowing the pain we be causing. This white man's world. This white man's world.
Yeah.
I ain't saying I'm innocent at all.
Facts.
I'm just saying this white man's world. This song is for y'all. For all those times that I messed up or we messed up. Dear sister, got me twisted up in prison. I miss you. Crying, looking at my nieces and my nephew's picture. They say don't let this cool world get you. Kinda suspicious, swearing one day you might leave me for somebody that's richer. Twist the cap off the bottom. I take a sip and see tomorrow. Gotta make it if I had to beg or borrow. Reading love letters late night, locked down and quiet. If brothers don't receive their mail, best believe we ride. Eating Jack Mac, staring at the walls in silence inside this cage when it captured all my rage and violence. In time I learned a few lessons, never fall for riches. Apologies to my true sisters, far from bitches. Help me raise my black nation, reparations are due. It's true, caught up in this world, I took advantage of you. So tell the babies how I love them, precious boys and girls, born black in this white man's world. And all I heard was,
Wow.
yeah, born black in this white man's world. All my ghetto motherfuckers are proud to be black and be proud to have this shit like this. Nobody got it like
Nobody.
All these motherfuckers wanna be like us. They all wanna be like us.
All of
To
them.
be the have-nots.
Facts.
All here.
All of them.
God bless you, shout out to hold his own, no motherfucking doubt. Being born with less, I must confess, only adds on to the stress. 2 gunshots to my homie head, he died in his vest. Shot him to death and left him bleeding for his family to see. I pass his casket, gently ask him, is there heaven for G? My homeboy's doing life, his baby mama be stressing, shedding tears when her son finally asked that question. Where my daddy at? Mama, why we live so poor? Why you crying? Heard you late night to my bedroom door. Now do you love me, mama? Why they keep on calling me nigga? Get my weight up with my hate and pay him back when I'm bigger. And still thugging in his jail cell, missing my block. Hearing brothers screaming all night, wishing they stop. Proud to be black, but why you act like we don't love ourselves? Don't look around yourself, check yourselves. Know what it means to be black, whether a man or girl, we still struggling in this white man's world.
We must fight for brotherhood, man. We must fight for brotherhood,
Born black in this white man's world.
We must fight for brother Geronimo Pratt. We must
White
fight
man's world.
for broken lords, cold feet. We must
This
fight
white man's world.
for the countless political prisoners who are locked up falsely
Tell
by
me
this
why
white
you
man.
change and choose a new direction. And a blink of an eye, my time away just made perfection. Cause I think I die, not going far, why should I care? Like we holding on to lost love that's no longer there. Can you please help me? God bless me, please keep my seeds healthy. Making all my enemies bleed while my G's wealthy. Hoping they bury me with ammunition, weed and shells. Just in case they trip in heaven, ain't no G's in hell. Sister, sorry for the pain that I caused your heart. I know I'll change if you help me, but don't fall apart. Rest in peace to Lil Tasha, Lil Yummy and Kato. Too much for this cold world to take, ended up being fatal. Every woman in America, especially black, get it with me, can't you see that we under attack? I never meant to cause drama to my sister and mama, but we make it through better times in this white man's world.
You out of touch with reality.
A few of you in a few smoke-filled rooms calling that the mainstream, while the masses of the people, white and black, red, yellow, and brown, poor and vulnerable, are suffering in this nation.
Never that.
Remember that.
In this white man's world, they can't stop us.
Stop.
We've been here all this time, they ain't took us out.
Ain't take us out.
They can never take us out. No matter what they say about us being extinct, about us being endangered species, we ain't never gonna leave this. We ain't never gonna move off this planet unless y'all just use your brain. Use your brain. It ain't them that's killing us, it's us that's killing us. It ain't them that's knocking us off, it's us that's knocking us off. I'm telling you, better watch it or be a victim. Might be a victim in this white man's world.
What?
In this white man's world.
We out. Press one. The seal of the Constitution was written.
Reflect the thinking of the founding fathers that this was to be a nation by white people. and for white people. Native Americans, blacks, and all other non-white people were to be the burden bearers for the real citizens of this nation.
Oof. What? Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, but you get a better perspective of not only each individual, but musicians that came along and broke this stuff down in ways that lives was lost over the information. Press 1, and the information is life without the possibility of parole is the sentence for a black man born in America. And that's not fair. Press 1. Forget all that. Let's start at the basics. Born black means being born life without the possibility of parole. And the ability and parole means with the inability to know the law and speak the law. Because you are lawgivers. You are children of God. The authoritative supreme being of the damn many cosmic universes they ever thought of ever. So, you're children of that. Press 1, yeah, that's like everything in WWE. Press 1, you that. So again, you got the ability to do wonders when you can speak. And the only way you can speak is if you can comprehend the laws that has everybody bound to it. If you don't do bad things and things against the law, you're not bound to the law. Only criminals and black people are bound to the law. Because criminals are black people. You say, why are we the criminal? Because you're black. That's why. But it's not a badge of honor. It's a badge. It's a agreement. It's an affidavit. It's an acceptance. I'm going to be black monkey for you. When our forefathers are of common law heir. I'm right here saying the Bible itself is just telling you, don't go over there or you're going to serve life without the possibility of parole. And Satan said, you won't surely die. Come on. That's all that happened. Are you still there? Yes. Let's be real. All 120 people up in here. Let's be real. Are we still there? Yes. Is this heaven for a person doing life without the possibility of parole? And they're innocent born. They're born innocent. I'm proving white supremacy. I'm not just saying it. But I'm not just proving white supremacy or Aryan supremacy. I'm proving that we need to come out of this state of mind. I can tell you all the law of this one and that one, and it's only going to confuse you. I know it. Even though I'm correct or I see so much in us. So am I going to stay there? No. I'm going to break it down even more simple. And the best way for me to do so is to break down what you know already. Life, the movie, right? So when you watch Life, the movie, what are you watching? Damn, huh? And it was funny, wasn't it? It was funny looking at all them black people who were serving life who couldn't speak. It was funny, huh? Tell the truth. That shit is funny. That's how backward this world is. It'll put it in your face, your mental condition. And you so disattached from the law, you don't see them calling you a dead nigga on the TV. Worse propaganda than they had in the 1920s and 30s. Because your favorite stars are taking part in it. That's what gets you to agree. That's why it's funny. It ain't funny when you know law. It's sad. When you see it in real life, it's not funny. That's white supremacy. When you can have entertainment in your captivity. While you on death row. That's why it's called death row. But we not on death row. We on KevRow. we on KevRow, bro. So you got to have this type of love for a sinner. All convicted sinners. Because that's where we're born. Convicted sinners. According to the law. We're born in sin, in captivity. Born black. So that's what we stuck in. The thing is, how do you get out of life without the possibility of parole? Remember in the movie The Matrix, when Agent Smith told Neo he couldn't speak? Press one. Remember that? Look what he said. Remember that. Remember. Watch. I'm helping you. Remember. Because you don't remember. You gonna pretend you don't remember. Press one. You don't remember this? Remember he was supposed to be black. Remember this? This is every nigga. And what'd he say? Forget all this. Forget all this. Let's get here. Huh? Huh? What good is a phone call? You call your attorney. You can't speak. Press one. What good is calling your lawyer when your lawyer is an agent of the state? Tell me. So what? You're going. Press one. Tell me all the money these niggas got, why they go to jail? Because it's not about the money. It's about your inability to speak. Niggas who look up to these dumbass niggas is the problem. Money can't get you out of your judgment. You're going, bro. You can split the time up. You can think of it however you want to. You going. Why? Because you can't speak anyway. You just going to stand there like queso. Like every other lifer. And coming here inside my courtroom, which is really a funeral. Here lies another nigga. Please all rise. Put your hands down like you in deep prayer. The honorable preacher is coming in to do speak on this man's life, but he ain't gonna say nothing. The prosecutor is gonna tell you all about this nigga in this casket over here in the defense. Oh, this dead nigga over here, brother one was a nothing and deserved the maximum penalty, life, without the possibility of saying nothing if he could rehabilitate himself. He couldn't find his way. Parole comes after judgment. Judgment, judgment is your sentence, life. So what is judgment, Ali? Pop dudes. Oh, you gonna read the Bible different now. Oh yeah, they're gonna be in class. I feel it. They feel it. In fact, I'm gonna open up the Patreon and let them come to KevRow chat. Fine. Y'all come on over to Discord. Y'all late. Y'all late as hell. But look. Your inability to speak is after judgment. Now listen to me. That means you're not birthed into life as a free, independent man. Press 1. You're born after judgment. And your heaven, this is why they think it already happened. They think they're in heaven already. Why? Because you got a death sentence. See, the average white person don't understand. They in heaven. Oh, you there. You just don't know it. This your heaven. My ignorance of the law. This is hell for you because life without parole happens after judgment. If you understand what I'm saying, you're on your way. If you can grasp what I'm saying, you're on your way. That don't matter what happened yesterday, the day before. If you can grasp what I'm saying to you right now, you're on your way. You're being an excellent student at KevRow University. I'm breaking this down as simple as I can. I'm not moving faster. You can tell I don't care. I'm not monetized, but I'm not like Rich Trapper doing YouTube for nothing. Press 1. No, I can't hit up Dre the Virgo for this one. Hit the like button and subscribe. This one's going to dig deep. This one. I'm going to have to sit down and teach correctly. I'm going to have to sit down on this one. So, yes. Do you understand that? Life without the possibility of parole is your sentence after judgment. So you're serving a sentence already judged. Guilty. You got it? Your inability to speak is a part of that process. So you never make parole. You understand that? So when the higher power call for parole, you ready? You got your hair combed. Press 1. You walking through the hallways, the spiritual hallways of this prison. Press 1. You ready? You've done well. You didn't get write-ups. You handle your business. You're ready to speak and face reality. Press 1. These are the first steps of redemption. When you're ready to make parole. Now, the United States government and Joe Biden and the federal government don't believe you can understand this. They don't believe you can understand this. Therefore, you can never be rehabilitated. And even if you did, we don't know how, but that was just a statement, not law. But still, press 1. I think that you were wrongfully convicted. See? I believe that you were wrongly convicted since birth. And the state cannot go into contract with infants, minors, or incompetent people by his own law. That's why I believe you are innocent. And every black person in America is innocent. Because I don't care if there was a third time stealing barbecue sauce, they are incompetent. They are not only ignorant of the law, which is no excuse, I give you that, but you know the law, and you know they are incompetent, which is your fault. Tell me what a person who's supposed to be in a group home or some type of mental home and he got Down syndrome, if he break out, are you going to charge him with breaking out? No. Why? Because he's incompetent. If the Down syndrome boy go to the fucking store and rob the place with a goddamn squeeze water gun and grab Skittles and do 3 crimes, I can't even get this shit out. Do 3 crimes and 3 felonies, what they gonna do to the incompetent person? They gonna say, y'all stop this. He had a squeegee. He would did Daryl all Daryl. Remember Daryl went up to the bowling alley, robbed everybody. Police up there having the bar. Everybody got that alley. Oh, no. He's the cowboy of the community. Why? He's incompetent. Press 1. So we all know to watch Daryl, even the police. Watch Daryl. Because Daryl does things spontaneously. He might be sitting here having a beer with you. Next thing you know, he behind the bartender, sticking him up. Bartender got his hands up, and he using his fingers. Give me another drink. You understand what I'm saying? Crimes of the incompetent. Little Daryl. I can't even believe. I don't even know why I said Daryl, but that's it. Little Daryl. Lord have mercy. You ever seen a Down syndrome person in prison for murder? But you think they don't kill people? I'm sorry. That was a good ass question, though, right? You don't think these people to kill people or something? That's right. You got to understand. Even though Daryl can't speak for himself, see, who sold Daryl this goddamn gun? Which one? See, that's more important than Daryl. Who the fuck sold Lil Daryl a legal firearm? Nobody got. He's mentally incompetent. You understand? White people pretend to be incompetent. Press 1. Not just white people. I say that, though, because white people do that a lot. Press 1. White people be like, look, I was mentally insane at the time. You know how people, they get people who have mental reactions to people who harm their children. They just go out and do something to them, and they have that. They get a pass because what? I was mentally incapacitated at the time. And everybody sitting around saying, yeah, I did say I would have been mentally incapacitated too. And then they get off. You're like, wait a minute, but he did. Well, he should have did that to that man kid and made him go mentally insane for days. They got science that approved you a blackout. Press one. They okay. Okay. I'm not saying that it's not real. Well, I'm just making a joke, and I'm just saying I'm trying to visualize different scenarios. There are also black people who do the same thing, and it turns out even funnier when they do this shit. Watch this guy. Come on out here and play criminally insane. You know he got some up his sleeve. This is hard. Let's do it. All right. You got one shot at this shit. Look at the cop. Yeah, good. Pretty good. Pretty yeah, pretty good, buddy. He like, damn, I don't even got a job. You know it's bad when your defense attorney got to stand over there and the cops just acting like your attorneys. You think she cared that he acted retarded? No. She read and she know you gonna eat this. Every word. Is she taking a break? No. Is she saying what's wrong with him? No. He's obviously malnutrition. Why he do his mouth? Because you got to pretend to be insane. He not trying to stand trial, but it's too late. What you think he gonna say? You can say fuck. Even an insane person can understood that. so, so you telling me you want the same status as this guy? Hold on. Are you telling me that you want the same status as this gentleman? No. No, you don't want it.
Does it look like it?
Jones, do you wish for me to screen you for a court-appointed attorney?
Can you afford an attorney?
On your own.
Does it look like it?
I don't know, sir. I don't
Damn
have
it.
any idea. I just ask that you answer my questions.
This nigga turned into a zombie.
Are you currently employed?
No.
Do you want me to screen you for an attorney?
No.
You gonna hire your own?
I don't need one.
Mr. Jones, I know
I be saved. Press what? I'm insane. I don't need one. Press one.
never advise anyone to go into court regardless of the charge without an attorney. Do you want to be screened for an attorney?
I don't care. Ah.
I'm sorry, y'all. But this is what I'm saying.
Mr. Jones,
Ah.
you stated this time you
This
are
not
currently
gonna work, sir.
unemployed. I am going to pre-qualify you for a court-appointed attorney.
She asking if you got a court-appointed attorney, not a doctor or none of that. It's not working.
Someone from the public defender, Mr. Jones. Someone from the public
Get Mr. John, pay attention. Press one. Quit playing. Quit playing, man. You hot. Press one.
defender's office will come over and speak with you about your case. Now, on the charges of possession of a weapon during a violent crime, here's a copy of all your rights that I've gone over with you. If the charge is brought against you, if you're found not guilty, or if the charges are dismissed or null pros, then these can be expunged from your record, which means they can be erased from your record just like it never existed. Also, if you fail to appear at any of your court hearings, additional
I
charges
don't think he's gonna be failing to appear. Not in those bracelets.
can be brought against you. Is your mailing address 324 Human Street in Batesburg? Mr. Jones, this is your paperwork with your next appearance dates on it. It also tells you that I have pre-qualified you for a court-appointed attorney. I need you to sign that on the bottom line for me, and I will give you a copy of it.
This how they know you not incompetent. This how they know. Sir. Sir got a beautiful head stroke. Look at him. Yeah, she proving he's playing. Pay attention.
And
Fuck, did I just sign that?
We're going to request
Fuck, that ain't what incompetent people do. He get mad at himself and do this.
the defendant be ordered not to have any
Ah!
okay. Anyone
He's
else?
so weak, it doesn't even move the shackles. The shackles ain't moved a bit. Oh. You ain't heard one clink out of the motherfucker. Hey, Ollie, you ain't heard one king like he finna get out of bounds at all. I don't care what demon and psychological demon is in here. None of them can withstand them handcuffs and chains and them suits. Bad boy. And white demons are always malnutrition. But one, even when you see them in the movies, they always like skinny, like, are y'all eating? No, because when Nips even said it, you get you some money, you feel better. You eat something, man. Lord have mercy. He's a pretender?
To make a statement? Okay. Mr. Jones, there is going to be a condition that you're not to have any contact with the family of the alleged victim. Do not call, email, text message, no type of electronic communications. Don't have any of your friends call them and try and harass them in any way, because you will have to answer to the court if you do. On
His haircut was fresh when he first got it done. I done had shit 3 days in there, boy. You age real fast.
the charge of murder, because it does carry life or death imprisonment, then I am not allowed to set a bond on that. You have to go before a circuit court judge to have a bond set. I have given you your rights on that charge. On the possession of the weapon during a violent crime, I'm going ahead and setting your bond at $10,000 on that charge. Understand you cannot be released until you go before a circuit court judge to have your bond set on the murder charge, and you also have a hold on you for another county, so even after that bond is set, the possibility is that you will not be able to bond out. I
Damn it.
need you to initial on the front stating you understand your first appearance date for me.
You understand this, right?
You gonna initial right here?
and sign the back across from your mailing address.
Right here.
Mr. Jones, do you have any questions pertaining to anything that I have told you thus far?
Hell no. I'm in trouble.
Okay? All right, so
All right. Step to your left.
Fuck, man. You seen that?
Step to your
Fuck,
left.
man. This shit didn't work. Oh, them doors hurt. Oh, them doors. Press one. Woo! Woo! Them doors is the doom doors right there. Them doors right. Did y'all hear them doors? Oh, if you was a parent and had doors like that, your kids would respect you more. Your room door got to be like that. Bloom! God damn it. Press one. All the other doors is weak and flimsy. Your room door as a parent got to be a door. And watch how the kids respect you. You going to have breakfast in the morning. Why? Blow! It's going to create a whole different... Okay. But you get what I'm saying. There's different types of... You can't play. Life ain't about playing. You're going to end up just like him playing. Fuck. If you do the crime, you commit the sin, you going in. Press one. Hashtag you commit the sin, you going in. It's happening. I'm not talking about that. I don't think that person is competent at this current time to even acknowledge. I think they still playing, thinking that they can fool somebody. The same way he was out in the world fooling people, that don't work there. Nobody cares about you. Your ability to think you fooling somebody. Motherfucker got shit to do. Okay. Life ain't about... Everybody didn't spend their life trying to get people to believe they lie and fooling people. Okay? So, why are you born in the same status as an insane criminal, a lunatic, madman, whatever? Why? Why are you accepting that? You don't got to answer it, but that's a hell of a question. Why are we in a system to where we have agreed to be lifers, have the same status as this man? Press one. Why? How? How dare you create a nation of people, press one, who have the status of an individual who have already committed murder and is awaiting life in prison? So you being black born is the same status as this right here, right before charged. You been charged, judged. He ain't even been judged yet. He just been charged. Your entry into this world is judged. You have been charged. That ain't the doctor that pull you out. That's the judge. He pull you out, summon you, and say, and birth you right there and say, nigga, you guilty. And enter the world you come. Guilty. Condemned. Convicted. Life. And with the inability to speak. Your law. That's your sentence. Your sentence is life. Why do you think the criminals took over your stuff? These criminals, lifers. They gave you their criminal behavior. They put their criminal status on you. And they use photogenic evidence as, oh my goodness. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So why does Kevin have the same status as this person who's probably convicted, tried and convicted with a life sentence because he did a heinous crime? Because you are the children of Israel. I'm proving it. The Bible is talking about you the whole time. Nobody knows who they talking about. The symptoms has to fit the identity. So it's a reason why they corporately created these stories in these nations. They incorporated common law and British and did all that. You wasn't incorporated. They incorporated and enriched themselves after the heist. But we'll get back into criminal. What they did, that was criminal. Let's get back into you being born a criminal. You know? And that's what today's lecture is about. It's not about Life, the movie, per se. But then again, it is. Life without the possibility of parole. And that being amusing is white supremacy. There should be no, in fact, it's against my constitutional right. That's why. It prevents me from life, liberty, and the pursuit of honor. Excuse me. Oh, that too. Of happiness. Press 1. So you in violation of the greatest law to be broken above treason. You're preventing me from life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness because you legally changed my status to a dead state. That's strike 1, 2, and 3 in one batter up. Press 1. Without life, how could I be happy or pursue happiness? Or how could I have liberty in the pursuit of happiness without life? The main agreement of the contract is what? Life. Not life without parole. You enslaving bastard. You understand what I'm saying? That's what makes the difference between a man of the republic and a man of democracy and socialistic Adolf Hitler mentality. They will trick you into life without parole. Oh, you want life, liberty, and a pursuit? Look. But you black. So you don't count. I'm not just saying you don't count. I'm helping the average person who watching the show understand they don't count. Comprehend it. You don't count. Being black is the bigger and worse than the N-word. Being black in law is worse than the N-word. That's force. That's law. You amended law to turn me into a slave and give me the what? Yes. I got the documentation. Me. I can explain it better than everybody. Me. Y'all just let these people tell y'all this because you were prisoner of war. That's why you let him, because you're a prisoner. You don't understand. It's like dropping pamphlets on us. Oh, it's this one. You are free, and all of these nonsense things. No. They conned you into a contract, which is illegal. Again, against the incompetence, those who you deemed incompetent and black in law and dead in law anyway, and infants and minority anyway. The game is rigged. Its whole game is set up in disguised Aryan supremacy. While they receive common law justice, you receive black in law nothing. So you get no justice. Why? Because can dead people receive justice? Can dead people speak? Can they vote? Donald Trump just removed all them dead voters. Remember? You don't get the language. You don't get it. Where all these dead voters come from? We laughing at them. Biggest turnout in American history. They wondering where all the dead voters come from. Press one. No, you don't get it. Life without the possibility of parole. And if you can't speak and you're incompetent, then this is for you. This is sincerely for you. I don't know how many of these I'm going to get past today, but I'm going to read part of what I was working on early this morning at about 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning. I've been working on this, what I'm about to read to you guys, overdoing it, trying to be right for my class. So please support the broadcast. Shout out to Archie for that $1. Press one. Shout out to Forrest Glory with that $20 contribution to my program. And of course, Royal Purple for contributing to my program and making all this possible. So we're going to get into a great read. If you haven't contributed to my Cash App, please do so. And yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah, what's today? Yep, it's going to be a good month for me because hit that Cash App. I got these are my lectures. Press one. I've given time and time over. Y'all with me, right? Yeah, man. You think they came over yet? No. So support the broadcast, man. Support your brother on his quest to be to teach our people how to be legally of sound mind. Okay? And so in my quest to be one of the greatest authors also on the planet, non-Compos, Mentis, life without parole, the inability to speak. Press one is the title. I hope y'all enjoy this. I've related it all the way around to the movie so you can get a perspective. So when we watch the movie, you can look at it from a legal framework rather than a comedic. You didn't laugh at Amistad, did you? Oh, no, you didn't. So you shouldn't be laughing at the movie Life because that's the slave trade. Okay? Press one. So let me get this together real fast. Give me a minute. Thank you. That hit different, though. I ain't gonna lie. That's the real slave trade. Yo, damn, Kev, can we have fun? I'm trying, but it's hard. It's gonna be a doozy because we talking about some real stuff. So bear with me. I gotta get my reading confidence over. Hold up. Yeah, I know y'all was thinking, why Kev always late? I was asleep because I woke up so early doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I had to take a small brief. Even after yesterday's show, I thought that was like brilliant. So bear with me. I'm gonna read a little bit from my new lecture. Hopefully, you guys get over to my uh, Discord and support this broadcast in a real way. But we're gonna start this off with the word on trial. Again, this is from Non-Compos Mentis, Life Without Parole, Volume 2, The Inability to Speak. Chapter 1, The World on Trial. The Word on Trial. In the beginning, the Word did not merely decorate creation. It generated reality, fixed boundaries, and set jurisdictions. Genesis 1 and 3 declares, and God said, let there be light, and there was light. The pattern is legal as well as cosmic because the utterance creates a condition recognized by witnesses. Where there is no word, there is no record. And where there is no record, there is no right. In courts, this is visible in the simple rule that is unsigned instrument is void against the word. Even a true promise remains non-binding until it is declared and affirmed on the record. Press 1. The first pages of the script, therefore, remains non-binding until it is declared and affirmed on the record. The first pages of scripture, therefore, teach a jurisprudence of speech where creation is the first decree and light is the first what? Exhibit. I'm gonna show that the Bible is an actual open courtroom. That's what I was saying. I keep saying this over. We talking true jurisdiction. And this is why the courtroom is as above, so below. Something to that is playing the role as the courts. Just looking, it's just brilliant. Even okay, let's start. Okay. Okay. Hey, we must know that the Bible's opening courtroom is the cosmos, and it's what you call the steganographer, the person that gets it all down. It is acting as the spirit. The audience, jurors as such, is acting as heaven and earth. I explain that with the cosmic 12. Press 1, and the ruling is the speech gives standing. Is that speech gives standing. Your condition becomes intelligible only when we admit that silencing the air. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, this is deep because I'm way ahead. Silencing the air is equivalent to voiding in a state. Silence is not a neutral gap, but a hostile possession taken against the living by those who hold the pen. The absence of, oh my goodness, The absence of this becomes the presence of disposition, and the mute are treated as missing persons in law. Missing persons in law. John 1 and 1 and 3 advances the doctrine by revealing that the word is not just God's tool, but God himself. I don't think people understand that. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. If Word is divine, then to exile the Word from the form is to exile God. Is to exile God's image from jurisdiction. A community cut off from speech is cut off from God. Whoa. I just thought of the muteness of it all. So your judgment is to be cut off from God. Remember, I said that hat represents them being cut off. They're following a different law. They pledged themselves into agreement with the underworld. Let's just call it corporate banking system. Okay. The banking system of the dead. So does the Bible say the word is God? Yep. Yep. So to deny the word is to deny. So when they stop the word of God being in schools, what are they denying? They're denying Christ. They're Christ deniers. They're God haters. Once you start realizing, hey, the Bible is a law book, and it's about exactly. I didn't even, I didn't even think of it that way before. But there it is. There it is. A community cut off from speech is cut off from what? Not just God, but you also cut off from the comprehension of the legal capacity. Your inability to understand. Didn't I say law is the language of God, and God's is the word. And his language is law. Have you heard me say that here? His language is law, jurisdictional. Once I began to see this, it said a different. I said, whoa. Silence is not partial in law. It is construed as waiver, consent, or default, each of which forfeits a right. Courts do not wait forever just because justice requires certainty, and certainty requires closure, and closure requires a spoken position. Hosea 14:2 therefore commands, take with you your words and turn to the Lord, because repentance without words is sentiment, lacking legal effect. In litigation, the same rule abstains. An objection, press 1. An objection not voiced is an objection waived. A claim not filed is a claim abandoned. A title not defended is a title concealed to the first bold trespasser. See? You understand what I'm saying? It's wide open. So that's why you put on the whole armor of God and protect yourself. Spiritual things have legal effect. Let's say that again. Spiritual things have real legal effect. Spiritual, mental, mind, physical, mental. Spiritual. All that other stuff is wishful thinking of a lunatic or a madman or a drunkard. Because real spiritual things, make things happen. It's effective in law and justice. You just don't understand what all that mean, and that's cool. You got to take your time, champ. And we just talking. I said I'm gonna read a little bit from the lecture I'm working on. There's 9 chapters in this, but I don't want to read like that. I just want to take some excerpts, and so that it relates to what we're talking about here, life, and not being able to speak. And this is being in scripture. You can't even be afraid to speak. You have to. That's a part of the redemption process. When you born into this, there's no presumption of innocence. You are guilty. You know, I've told you children are born innocent, not black children. They are born without the presumption. They are born guilty with the presumption of guilt. Sometimes you just got to think about these things sometimes with passion and love. Like, what the hell is going on? Okay? Even civil death. Now, listen to me. Are we going back to, you bounce around with me because we're going around to fiction. Remember, we was discussing fiction yesterday. Well, when I said you're black in law, guess what that is? Fiction. I'm going to tell you why. Because civil death is one of the most sinister legal fictions ever constructed. It's a legal fiction. It's not real. For he declares a man legally dead, though he yet breathes and moves upon the earth. Press 1. In ancient times, in our time, this status was posed upon those who committed capital crimes, stripping them of further civil rights as if they were buried in a grave. Yet when applied to the colored man, this doctrine becomes a generational curse applied. Just a curse applied to every black baby born. So you can't even say you don't know how racist America is. That's how racist. They will put forth and make you believe that the Emancipation Proclamation was a good thing that happened for you and freed you, thanks to Abraham Lincoln. That retained civil death. Press 1. The 13th Amendment is civil death under another name. You can be reclassified in law through criminal accusation. And if you are born black and guilty, it's not just an accusation. You see the discrepancy here? Because then the parole is then revoked at birth. In life, parole is revoked. This is true slavery. The way we live now is slavery. Not in another form, in the purest form that you can have. Your mind is looking back at the pictures they gave you of actors portraying slavery. Chronovisor. This is slavery. What does civil death look like spiritually? Well, it looked like the wages of sin. Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is what? Death. But this death in this situation is very unique. It's legal. Imposed not by God, not by the judgments of God, but by men, by men's decrees and affidavits. Ezekiel 37 describes Judah as dry bones scattered in the valley. Correct? Our bones are dried and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our parts. Would they say, Kev, you found the body? Cut off is, in spiritual essence, in legal effect, civil death. Cut off from family, from land, from your name, from your estate, from your testimony. They said a prophet was to come and speak to those bones. Because testimony, not silence, Ali, restores life, champion. You understand? The civilly dead are restored by what? Making parole. Oh. Hello? I don't know if you caught that. I don't even know if you caught that. See? See? You got to digest that. Remember I said you got to have testimony. You got to bear witness. That ain't just looking. That's not wishful thinking. You got to speak. Show me. So the civilly dead are restored, guaranteed by parole. The ability to speak again. Civil death is equivalent to being in the grave, okay? And your coming to life requires the word and your testimony. You said you wanted no jurisdiction. To come alive. Ali, Taj is not going to take an affidavit. You can't pay to come alive. You can sit there all you want to. You feel me? Y'all can do that. But you have to speak to be alive. You can't fake that. You can fool somebody, but you can't fool the law. You have to come alive. You can come in here like that dude, playing stupid if you want to. All that you want to. I'm going to be right there like that officer looking at your retarded ass. Bro. All that. None of that is going to matter, bro. This you walk this walk as a criminal. Press 1, and that's the approach. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good friend on the schoolyard, not at KevRow University. Press 1. I'm in school at the professor. Oh no, I'm the most serious you can get. I'm so serious, I'm gonna run you away. And you might be saying to yourself, well, why would you run your students away? Because it's not about the money. That's why. It's about what you value. You value the word and truth, or do you value yourself? I'm doing this for everybody that's serving life. I don't know what people's reason is, but you got to have a why here. It's not a place of, it's not undisciplined. You got to have a mind. Press 1. Because as you can see, this is serious. And this is going to take a lot of time for the average person to accept it. Because they know it now. To accept it. And medicine is hard to swallow when you're a child, ain't it? Oh, I didn't even mean to say that was a bar, though. I gotta say that was that was a bar. That was another bar. That was another bar. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Psalms 109 and 10 illustrates this generational poverty. Let his children be continuously vagabonds and beg. Let them seek their bread also out of their press one desolate places. Children wander not because their fathers were idle, but because their inheritance was legally voided. Civil death also destroys family. At atomic destroys the family in law. A man civilly dead is incapable of contracting a marriage, a legal marriage. His wife is rendered a widow immediately, through yet he lives, and his children are declared bastards in law. The collapse of family. Oh, oh my goodness. Wards of the state. Press 1. Sharon, we're not here to even know who you are. Bye-bye. We don't care about nothing you talking about, Sharon. Bye. You typing too much, and it's real focused facility. Sorry for your luck. You didn't make the cut. Okay? The collapse of family among civilly dead people is therefore not simply socially broken, but bears the fruit of civil death, which is nothing. Isaiah 51 and 20, thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of the streets as wild bulls in the net. The net is the web of statutes and doctrines that declare fathers civilly dead, leaving children's outlaws and leaderless, and wives prey to strangers. Pray. Modern courts even confess this. Okay. Trop versus Duels in 1958, the United States Supreme Court described civil death as a what? Punishment. That has its rulings where? In banishment and in slavery. Press 1. The ruling itself didn't abolish the fiction. Instead, of disenfranchisement, disqualification, and the stripping of civil right. Again, that's what you've been stripped of. 13th Amendment citizens. Okay. Ezekiel was commanded to prophesy. Press 1. Our disposition is not, this is what I said, that our disposition is not the fruit of laziness or fate. Press 1, but the imposition of civil death. This legal fiction itself buried them alive. Gagged their parole and robbed their inheritance. God himself promises, the word promises, and prophecy promises guaranteed reversal. When parole is restored, The graves will open. The estates will be returned. You will rise from the legal death to inheritance. We got to drive that part home. We got to drive that home. I was just reading small little excerpts from small paragraphs that I've made because I don't want this in the wrong hands. I want to continue to write and talk about these things because each one is a section but if there's no communication, I can only do so much. So yeah, I just wanted to break down and get the conversation going on what I mean by, in both instances, life without parole, dead with the inability to speak. Study that. Take notes on that. Think about it. Watch life. Identify things. Because things are going to wake up to you when you watch these things. You know, wait a minute. I didn't even notice this. They couldn't even defend themselves. And all their land and businesses was taken. You know who those guys were, right? Okay. All their stuff was taken. Their land, everything. Why? Their inability to speak. And they were tricked into life imprisonment by that inability. KevRow, Coffee and Kush TV. Thanks to, let me see who hit me up. Thanks to Royal Purple. Thank you so much. For His glory. Thank you for contributing to this program today. I hope y'all learned something. Life without the possibility of parole, lecture, interaction continues tomorrow. Press 1. I will be discussing this on my Patreon, on my Discord, and helping more people understand that. Make sure you support the broadcast. I love y'all. And again, as always, I'll holla.